11 has been covering stories on people who've lost a home in our wildfires. Tonight, it's personal as I return to Altadena with my friend Harlan Boll. A lot of people know him, and we reflect on the loss of the home that he loved. All right, let's do this.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Witnessing this firestorm, my friend Harlan Boll is a survivor. So you were in Altadena how many years?
20 years.
He and his partner had bought, loved, and lived life here.
You were one of, I think, our first dinner guests.
I met Harlan 2 decades ago. Harlan is a Hollywood publicist. I adore his clients like the legendary Carol Channing and Valerie Harper.
My house would have been 100 this year.
But on January 7th, history took a cruel turn, courtesy the Eaton fire.
My church down the street burned down, and it would have been a 100 this year.
I can't believe the sign survived.
As we look here at Altadena Community Church, it is amazing to see what is still standing. What was that?
That was the Episcopal Church. The first Church of Christ Scientology is standing without it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it.
As my friend Harlan notes, the trees survived, yet this church, his church, is gone.
Yet those apartments up behind survived.
You might think this was his first time back.
3 blocks down now. New York blocks.
It was his third.
God. It's like a war zone. This house right here is a make a right.
I remember turning the corner to your street. Oh. The shock still ever present. Fire so fast and so furious and so heartbreaking.
There's a small part of me that keeps hoping I'm going to see Cleo, our cat, walking around looking for us.
This is Cleo. If anyone finds Harlan's cat, there are so many memories here.
When we first moved in, within a week, everyone in the neighborhood within the 2-3 block area had brought us baked goods, brownies, vegetables. And I turned to my other half and I said, "Did we move into Mayberry?" I'm videoing the carnage for insurance reasons.
It's jarring what you do find in glancing around.
Oh, coins.
Some collectible quarters.
They were supposed to be for my mother as a gift because she collects them. A mug. What was on the outside of it is gone, but the mug's good.
This was a 2-story home.
This was an ornament, a stained glass window on the balcony.
It had a pleasant patio.
And the cushions on the chairs survived.
Why does something like this matter?
It was one of the first things I bought when we moved into the house.
A publicist to some Hollywood greats, Harlan had great memorabilia.
I had hoped I would find the remainders of an Academy Award, some Emmys. All these belong to clients.
As for the neighbors, there's a sense of we are in this together.
You're okay.
We're okay. And there's a joy in finds amidst the rubble.
My mailbox survived.
But her home didn't. She's across the street. The reality of the randomness of a wildfire, the home right next door to Harlan's, still stands. It was about 20 years ago that I was invited here for a dinner amongst friends. This is all that's left of the locked front door.
It's the shell of what used to be a magnificent home.
Luckily, Harlan had some beloved items in storage, but escaped with a mere carload when evacuating. As for those celebrity contacts,
I was lucky someone gave me a house to live in for a while until they sell it. So many of my friends are sofa hopping.
he did grab his laptop and computer and was working literally the whole time, trying to meet the needs of his clients so he could still stay in business.
What an emotional story.
Yeah.
Is he planning to rebuild there?
Yeah, they're looking at all of that. There's so much to work on. I mean, one time he was just going to the post office and updating his cell phone. It's little things that you take for granted. He literally left with 5 jackets.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing the story.
Yeah.
It really helps shed light on what people went through and are going through
for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.